What's up, everybody? This is the ActionSofa. We are playing Cook, Serve, Delicious today. This is a game Duncan brought to my attention, obviously, because it's on the PC, and Duncan is our PC expert.
Hell yeah, I am! Master Race! Woo!
Thank you. That's enough of that. But no, it is a restaurant sim. Tell us some more stuff before you get kicked off here.
Alright, so in Cook, Serve, Delicious, you need to frantically serve customers in, as you can see, this your location, your restaurant location at Sherry Soda Tower. And basically, I'm going to be playing on this super hard, nobody should ever play this on difficulty because we think it'll be funny to watch me struggle.
I think it'll be funny.
That's a good point. I'm not sure how funny it will be for me, but let's give it a try. Standard difficulty, pshaw. There we go. Extreme difficulty for insane cooks. Do not choose this mode.
Yeah, when the game tells you not to choose this because it's going to be too hard, you know they're probably serious about it. But then why would they include it? Oh, so that I can make fun of you. Good work. Good work, game.
This mode is almost impossible, likely to destroy you no matter what your skill level might be. Do not choose this mode. Alright, we're choosing this mode. Let's do this thing.
Yeah, so while Duncan struggles through this initial phase, this part he should be fine with. You've played this a bunch, right, Duncan?
I've played it some.
You've played it enough that this isn't just going to destroy you, right?
Oh, it might.
So I watched Duncan play this on normal difficulty, and it's pretty hectic. So I can't imagine what this harder difficulty is going to look like, but I'm excited.
Alright, so right now I'm just going to choose a few foods and various types of equipment to start out with, because I got some cashola.
Yeah, so you actually do have to build up your restaurant. You have to buy a grill, otherwise you can't serve stuff like burgers. But we do start with like a microwave and stuff, so we can serve corn dogs and pretzels and soda and beer. Is that what?
Yeah. Well, I'm going straight for some other stuff here, but.
Ooh, la-di-da, Mr. Fancy Lad.
Let's serve wine. Let's do that. Everybody loves a good glass of wine, right?
Sure. But yeah, and we're making a concerted effort to build buzz over our tiny little restaurant so that we can get more money and make it bigger and better. And eventually, the goal is to reach 5 stars, 5-star restaurant.
You want to reach a 5-star restaurant.
Sweet.
Which takes a not insignificant amount of planning and know-how and whatnot.
Yeah, lots of goals. Can you tell us a little bit about the red and green symbols there? Let us know what you're doing before you get crushed.
So basically, all these little symbols right here have different pluses and minuses to your buzz, and your buzz is basically affects how many people come into your restaurant. It's like, oh man, you got an 80% Yelp review, and I want to go to that place. And then people are tweeting about it, and then they all show up. The problem with having a really high buzz, of course, is that people will show up to your restaurant and make it a nightmare for you. For anyone who's actually worked in the service industry, yeah, it's when it gets busy, it's pretty bad.
It's true. Customers are the worst. So we're serving beer, wine. So basically, this is a beverage bar so far.
We're gonna serve beer, wine, sodas, and salads. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be a total salad bar.
Interesting.
That's what's gonna happen right now.
Okay. Alright, so this came out in 2012, and actually was received pretty well. But looking at the backstory of this game, it's kind of interesting. So this was originally released in Japan by Agenda, or rather it was developed by Agenda and released by Sony for the PlayStation. And it was called Ore no Ryori. And sorry for our Japanese speakers, I don't speak Japanese, so that's the best I can do. And it was apparently very popular, and you used the DualShock analog sticks, so typical PC, stealing all the good games from console. But it was fairly popular, and people really enjoyed it. So it fared a couple of sequels, but there was actually a lot of fan-made remakes for the English-speaking audience, and they worked out really well, and so they decided to release another commercial sequel, and that's how we ended up with this in 2012 when it originally started in Japan in 1999, September 9th. So yeah, it looks really basic and really simple, and I initially when you told me about this, I had my doubts. I'm like, this sounds ridiculous, and that's a ninja that we're serving beer to.
Yep.
Okay.
Sometimes ninjas want a beer.
But the fact that we saw him leads me to believe that was not an actual ninja.
Okay, as someone who has actually trained in ninjutsu, sometimes you have to be seen in order to do things like order a beer. It's just the way that it goes.
Fair enough. I'll allow it. So are you being crushed yet? Are you being crushed under the weight?
I am. This is horrifying. Okay. Alright.
If you're unable to carry your weight in this level of difficulty, we may drop the difficulty down so that they can actually see the game.
We're doing this. This is the game. Just frantic, back and forth, no holds barred restaurateuring. I'm hoping that my buzz will go down as a result of my terrible service, and that people will just stop coming here after a little while.
That doesn't seem like the goal of the game.
It is almost certainly not, but it's the only way that I'm going to survive.
Oh, that was a rush hour. Okay. So, rush hour's over. You can stop being a baby now. Also, there's no way that I will be playing this, so I get to tease you as much as I want.
As if that's different from normal.
True enough.
Okay, so we're getting through this. We're getting there.
So you're cleaning toilets and stuff, and you're washing dishes, and you're taking out trash as well, on top of everything else.
Yeah, I mean, I am a lone restaurateur, and I don't want to have to pay staff, so I need to do. There we go. I had to do my own social media. I had to go like somebody's picture of my restaurant.
Sweet.
And, like that's just how it goes. It's just the life of a lone restaurateur.
I like that they make you tap the cork and everything as well. It's a nice touch.
I like that people are ordering an entire bottle of wine at a time. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and this is just after lunch. Oh no, it's 4 in the afternoon. That's not so bad. Although these guys look like they'd probably settle for a breakfast wine every once in a while. Except they'd probably buy it in a box.
Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Getting the hang of it. I can do this. Become the salad.
I feel like you really deserve a musical montage here. No, that's more of a rush hour thing, I think.
Push it to the limit, do the limit. Walk along the razor's edge. Don't look down, just keep your head and you can finish.
The guitar riff over the flushing and washing your hands is probably my favorite thing so far.
Oh crap. Oh, this is not good. This is not good.
Dinner rush. Yeah, they're seriously ordering whole bottles of wine. Good lord.
Lots of them. There's like a bunch of people who all want an entire... Share a bottle!
For God's sake. I'd say pre-open wine, but this may only be a 1-star restaurant. We're not savages.
Whatever, some wine needs to breathe. Jeez.
It's a shame you have to open it with a corkscrew and not sabering all of these, because that would make this a far more exciting game. Visually, anyway. You look very excited with the sweat and the shaking and the bright red face.
Oh, I feel like this is a game that like would be a lot easier if I was on Dexedrine or something. If I just did a couple of rails of Dex and just left it at that.
The ActionSofa does not support drug use.
Absolutely not. Unless you have a diagnosed attention deficit disorder, in which case we are totally cool with that.
Yeah, in which case, take your meds. Stop not taking your meds, you crazy kids. We're not serving anything on plates. Why are you washing plates?
I think that's a metaphor for the futility of life in general.
I don't even know what to say to that. But seriously, we're serving disposable cups, we're serving entire bottles of wine, and a salad in a bowl, and a beer. We should, if anything, we should be washing beer mugs.
Well, maybe it's a metaphor for washing beer mugs.
I think you might be confused as to what a metaphor is.
I might be.
But I'm not gonna pick on you for that, because seriously, I feel like I should have a sponge.
Alright, folks. That is my first day. I got all of my chores done, which I would like to be commended for. I served 28 bad or incompleted meals. 77 perfect ones, though.
And 3 average.
And 3 just merely okay. I think I spilled some beer. I got some positive buzz, I got some negative buzz. Wow, it even tells me how many toilets I flushed. Question is that the number of toilets I flushed, or is that the number of times that I flushed a toilet?
If you have 9 toilets in your washroom, I think you may have spent money in this restaurant poorly.
Almost certainly. Okay, I now get to rest for
Wait. Did that say rats trapped 0?
No, 1. I trapped a rat.
Did you trap a rat?
Yeah. I set out a rat trap.
I didn't even realize that was a thing. That
Yeah.
may have been while I was reading
It may have been.
internet stuffs.
So this is the 1-star restaurant. Right now I'm a not-star restaurant. I am a guy selling food in the bottom of a business tower. But this is what I would need to do in order to become a restaurant.
Has your buzz actually gone up? Are you at 99% buzz right now?
Yep, I am at 99% buzz. This is not good.
Is there a way to fail this game? What are the odds of you failing this game?
I don't know if you can fail, or I don't know what failure would look like.
I was originally planning for this to be a one-off, but now I want to see you fail. That came out poorly.
Thanks, buddy. You're the best.
I want to see how far you can get before bad things start happening, because you, despite the game telling us that no one should be playing at this difficulty, you actually did quite well. So, golf clap.
Woohoo! The best kind of clap.
Yeah, usually because it's preceded by golfing, and I like golf.
Alright, so right now I'm going to upgrade my equipment. I'm going to upgrade my beer. I'm going to get some better beer, which is cool.
Better beer or better, like, fountains? Or spigots, or whatever beer comes out of.
I don't know.
Taps.
I'm going to replace the wine, because that was annoying.
That was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
It initially struck me as very smart, because I thought you'd open one bottle every once in a while and pour a glass of wine. But watching you tap...
Wouldn't that be great?
Crazily to get the cork out was a little bit... It looked like it was a bit much.
Why are you ordering a bottle of wine at a time? Oh, never mind. All right, so now we're gonna serve.
You work in an office building.
So apparently. All right, so now we're gonna serve fish. And that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
My daily buzz is currently at a total of 104%, so it can go above 100.
That raises even further questions.
It certainly does. Okay, so here.
Before you start that new day,
okay,
I'm gonna cut it. I think 1 day per episode will be perfect.
All right.
So come back and see if Duncan succeeds beyond 104%, which should be mathematically impossible, or if he crumbles under the crushing weight of person after person demanding wine, even though he isn't selling it anymore.
All I would say to that is that you can't tell me what is and is not mathematically impossible.
Next
Back
time on the
again.
Action Sofa.
Action Sofa.